Hi there and welcome back to my channel and this update for Level Up. This is a project brought to you by Sofie, Alexandra, and the goal is to hit pans and to use all the shadows in a palette. So I am at level 3, and for level 3 I have chosen this palette at random, and my goal was to hit 3 pans and use all of the shades 3 times. When I rolled this in last time, it was brand new, and now it looks like this. And I'm going to show you, I hope it can focus, the most baby pan you'll ever see. Can you see that little bit of shine? Like it's, oh wow. The product actually went down there. You can't even see it anymore. It kind of crumbled when I was using it, but you can still see the tiniest bit of pan there. I don't want to blow on it, but I can see it now too. It's like the tiniest thing I've ever seen, but it is pan, nevertheless. I tried to hit pan on it, I think today or yesterday, and it just broke. And I hit pan, but I was like, no, I can't count that, you know? So I was like repressing it like with a little bit of alcohol. And then during the day, I was like, okay, I just want to touch up my eyebrows because that's what I've been using it as, an eyebrow color. And I was just rolling my brush in a little bit and I saw the pan. So even like whether you can see that or not, I don't know if you can see that. It is so tiny. If you see a speck of glitter, you know, that's it. Feels like I'm lying to you, but no, it doesn't feel like I'm lying to you. It feels like you will believe I'm lying. But there is pan there. And of course you can see the larger pans here and there. So this one, no surprise, of course, I'm going to hit pan in the lightest shade. This one I used in my eyebrows, and when I hit pan on that one, I used this one. Well, I actually used them together. I used this to fill in and kind of make them thicker or appear thicker, and then I just used the tiniest bit of this darker brown, and I just made them a little bit darker. And then when I hit pan on this, I only used this, and then I used more of it. But I still had to use plenty of it. Let's go through the numbers, shall we? So the first one I have used 25 times to hit pan. The second one I used 17 times. And you can see that there is a bit of a dip going on, but not that deep. Then I used this number 3 times. No, 4 times. I used this one 17 times to hit pan on it. This in the middle I used 5 times. And this number 6 that I have the tiniest speck of pan on, I have used 41 times. Now, how is that possible? Well, it's possible. It's possible because I work nights. So in the beginning of the day, I do my full face of makeup, you know, use everything that I want. And then I take it off and I sleep in the evening before my night work, and then I wake up, I do my eyebrows. I might throw on a little bit of eyeshadow, like 1 or 2 colors, nothing fancy, just a little bit. And then I usually use a powder as well if I feel like I look oily or red or something. And then that's it. But that means I get a lot of use out of shadows that I use for my eyebrows, and I get a lot of use from from powders and easy shades to work with. So yeah, that's how I got 41 uses on this one in 1 month. That would not have been possible otherwise. I get that. All of these in the bottom row I've used 3 times each. This one was really difficult to work with because it was so deep, and it kind of, I don't know if it was hard to blend or if it was just too deep for the looks I was going for. But there you have it. So I have hit 3 pans and we're rolling this out. So let's roll in a new palette for level 4. Now I have been thinking about this, and I am going to randomize because I have 5 vetoes for this game. So if I get something that I really don't want to work with, then I can roll it out and roll something else in for that particular level. But I also thought that maybe next time, I think I will do that, like, because I have the vetoes now. But I'm thinking for level 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter what palette I choose. I want to work on it. It doesn't matter if it's big or small, like, it doesn't matter that much. But when it comes to level 4 and 5, if I get one of the biggest palettes that I have, using all of those shadows, I have a palette with 88 shades. So using all of those shadows 5 times, that's a task. And some of those are not shadows that I want to work with. So to actually use them 5 times each, and you have a whole section that you don't really want to work with, I'm not sure I want to do that, but let's see how this goes and what palette I'm choosing. But I am thinking about maybe for level 4 and 5, I will choose a bunch of palettes that I think that, okay, I can realistically work with this for a few months without getting too bored, so that I don't end up hating this project. But I don't know. So far, so good. Let's not say too much. But I have all of my palettes in here. So let's see what we get. Please, something good. Essence, which side? Let's get it. Okay, so this is the palette. It is pretty magical. You can open and close the eyes. Pretty nice. And then it looks like this. And let me tell you that this was the first palette that I've ever seen with these kinds of shadows where it's like kind of bursts of shimmer in it. So I get what it is, but they look sick. It looks like they have a disease. I hope I don't offend anyone with saying that, but I think it looks like a disease. They're beautiful though, it's nothing like that, but yeah. Do I want to work on this for level 4? I mean, there are a lot of colors in here that I can probably hit pan on, but do I want to work on all these shades 4 times each? That is the question. But, you know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to do it. And, you know, I don't think there's any chance of me hitting 4 pans in 1 month. So I think this month I will just try to play around with it and have some fun. And then, you know, try to hit many pans next time. Or, you know, see it as level 2 times 2. So I will try to use everything twice and hit pan on 2 shades maybe. And then do the same thing next month. I don't know how I'll do it, but thinking of it like that, I think will make it easier for me. And then, you know, if I hit more pans, that will be awesome, but we'll see. I will probably hit pan in the shimmers. Especially this one. I think this looks good. So maybe I should swatch it for you so that you can see the whole palette, how it looks. Wow. Okay. I didn't remember this. I know that I have swatched these colors before and knew that it was a little bit different from what it looked like. So this is how this palette looks like again. Now, when I look at these, this looks blue. This looks a little bit boring, you know, brown with shimmer. Looking at this, I would say that, you know, the easiest or most beautiful, easy shades would be, you know, this pinky, this mauve-y tone, this one, maybe that one. This one is very light. But looking at this color story. Okay, so the blue, yeah, sure, it is a little bit of blue, but it is much darker. It pulls more black in reality. And then we move down to here. This one was much lighter than I thought, so this one will be really easy to work with. We move on to the shimmers, which are so much lighter than they look. Even this one. Like these shimmers are so beautiful. Then we work like this one. This brown would be really easy. This peach was more boring. I thought it would be more pink. This one is really, really beautiful though, this mauve tone. And then we come down to the last shimmers. And I did not expect that. But this one that looks brown and pretty boring, it looks like this. It's like, I thought this would be easy to show you. It is not. Okay, I will try to take some pictures and show you instead. But we have this really, really pinky coppery tone almost. And then the Haunted actually looks more green swatch than it does in the pan. And then the last two are just really nice as well. I mean, looking at these, I have to remember how this actually looks. That's something I don't like with shimmers like these. I don't see the actual color that it will become. And sure, it's cool, but it's very hard to play around with then because I don't know what I'm working with, you know? So I have to remember that I like this one because in the pan it looks really, really boring. I have to remember that this one is a lot more glittery than this one. This one is more of a metallic almost. Like, it's still very glittery, but this is almost only glitter. This at least has a color to it. And also that this one, that is not as dark. That is actually very, very beautiful. It's the second shade. The question is, yeah, you can see some of the shimmer there. Moving down to the very light shimmer, right? Oh, there are so many beautiful shades in here, but I would not believe it when I saw this palette. Yeah, so enough rambling. I'm going to try to hit pan in 4 shades and use all of the shades at least 4 times. That is the goal for level 4. Yeah, I'm still not, I still don't know what to think about this. But there are some pretty shades in here that I can work with. So yeah, I'm excited to work on these shades and see what I come up with. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, maybe subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope I'll see you next time. Have a great week. Bye.